Hi everyone, welcome to my artifacts analysis presentation. My name is David Bellman, and just a few things about myself. I'm a person who just likes the simple things in life, such as the company of friends or family. I enjoy outdoor activities. This summer, I got to do a little bit of kayaking, which was very fun and a great way to relax. Right now, I'm most excited to be in the final stages of this master degree program. It's been one heck of a journey, but I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to reach this milestone. So I'm very excited for the next days to come. My first slide is the plan of study. On the top, you can see the PLO courses, and then the POS 1 through 8 courses. Each one was 4.5 credit hours, and on the left hand side, you can see PLO 1 through 4. In green, these are where the courses align with the PLOs. MAE 610 was the first course that I took as part of this journey. The artifact that I selected to represent PLO 4 is the Portfolium Digital Portfolio, and I allocated introducing to this artifact. This artifact aligns with PLO 4 because of the language on PLO 4 that says pathways to continuous growth. So I feel like networking with other professionals and networking with people with similar interests and educational background will could possibly be a pathway to grow as a professional. I labeled it as introducing because at that point of time, all we had to do was create the account and upload one artifact. And so to me, it wasn't using the full capabilities of the program. Therefore, it wasn't anything further than introducing. The next slide is ITI 670, Introduction to SEL. And the artifact I selected is a presentation on what is SEL. And so this aligns perfectly with PLO2 because I created a learning experience that took the learner's characteristics into consideration when developing the slides presentation. For this example, it was a presentation that was going to be presented to a small group of administrators at my school, such as my principal or learning director. And so I had to take a look at a need my school had and how SEL could potentially be able to fill that need that my school was having. So I labeled this as introducing because it was a very brief it was a very brief presentation, and it didn't go too much in depth into what SEL is or how it could be applied since it was just a 5 minute presentation. My next course is ITI 672 SEL in Action. I chose the SEL toolbox as my artifact, and the way that it aligns with PLO2 is similar to my last artifact, which was designing a learning experience that takes into consideration the audience's characteristics. And so in this case, the audience was other teachers, and so me being a teacher and having that background knowledge on implementing new things into your schedule, I knew that some strategies were going to be tough. So the way that I customized learning was by only selecting effective tools and effective strategies that would be easily implemented into an already existing classroom routine. The reason why I allocated developing to this artifact is because it wasn't simply saying this is a strategy you can use. It went a bit further than that. So in this case, I explained the strategy, I said why it works, and then how you can use it in your daily routine and provided examples for that. ITI 674 is my next course. This one is Research in SEL. The artifact that I selected is the formal research proposal. Now, this clearly aligns with PLO3 as PLO3 states to apply practitioner research methods. In this assignment, I applied the practitioner research methods that I learned in the previous 3 courses up to this point. And so I was able to create a research question and develop a research proposal. So if this research proposal was conducted, it would definitely inform my instruction of SEL because I would have a deeper understanding of the bystander and bully relationship. And so that's the main reason why it aligns with PLO3, as the study um, will inform your instruction. And so I allocated master to this artifact because I used all the methods that I had previously learned in all of the courses before this. So it was definitely a culminating activity. So the next course is ITL 600, Becoming a Teacher. The artifact I selected is the LinkedIn account. Um, this aligns with PLO 4 because it's a pathway for continuous growth, as stated in that PLO. The allocation is developing because instead of just creating an account and then being done with the assignment, we had to make connections with other students that were in the course, or we had to connect with other professionals in similar fields, or we connected with different organizations. And so it was a great way to network and promote yourself if you were looking to connect with a potential employer or to connect with an organization of your interest. The next course is ARL 645, Fluency in Reading. Now, this was a really fun course. The artifact that I selected is the Reading Fluency lesson video. Prior to the video, we had to create a lesson plan, and then the final week was to submit a video of us teaching that lesson. And so this aligns with PLO 1 because um, we had to integrate knowledge from lecture or from assigned reading or information that the professor provided us, and we integrated all that information to create an advanced approach to instruction and assessment. And so this was a perfect example of mastering that PLO. I allocated masters to this artifact because the final product was a result of a series of culminating activities prior to this video. ARL 646 is comprehension strategies. The artifact that I selected is the reading comprehension lesson video. It aligns again perfectly with PLO for the same reasons that we integrated information from lecture, from reading, from information online to create, an advanced approach to instruction, and then we had to apply those approaches into an actual lesson, and that included assessments. In this case, I allocated this artifact as mastered because it was a product of all the other activities in this course. EID 600 is Technology Foundations, and the artifact that I selected is Virtual Field Trip Training Module. So for this assignment, I created a training module with the learner's characteristics in mind. In this case, the training module was designed for teachers on how they can strengthen their lessons using virtual field trips, and I allocated this as developing simply because there were some design methods and some design principles that we didn't research, and so we weren't able to apply it into our training module, and therefore it wasn't mastered. But it also wasn't introducing the it fit right into the category of developing. And again, it aligns with PLO2 because I made a customized learning experience for teachers um, on how they can strengthen their lessons with the use of virtual field trips. The next course is EID 610, Instructional Design. For this artifact, I selected an online course module, and so in this assignment, I created a module that taught parents how to ask their child comprehension questions while reading at home to increase comprehension. So this was a great way on aligning to PLO2 because I designed a learning experience that took my audience's characteristics in mind. In this case, it was students that were falling behind in reading and parents who could use strategies on improving comprehension at home. So it was perfect way to customize learning for the parents that I serve in my community. I allocated developed for this assignment for the same reason that there were instructional design elements that we had not researched or not researched enough to be able to apply it into our learning module. And so for those reasons, I assigned it as or I allocated developed and aligned with PLO2. The next course is MAE 670. And the artifact I selected is the practitioner research proposal. For this assignment, we created a research question. In my case, it was on differentiated instruction, and so this assignment aligns with PLO3 because we're using practitioner research methods to conduct a study. Now, I allocated master to this artifact because it really used I really had to use all of the information from previous courses to be and apply it into this assignment. And so I feel like for those reasons it's mastered. um, Additionally, it aligns with PLO3 because if this practitioner research assignment or study were to be conducted, then it would definitely inform my teaching instruction. This artifact also aligns with PLO3 because if this research were to actually be conducted, it would inform my instruction and the way that I teach in my classroom. And so it definitely aligns with PLO3. Um, as well as it being mastered. So this is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. In the slide deck, you can find the link to my LinkedIn account and also the link to my portfolio. If you ever want to reach out, to me, I'd be more than glad to stay connected. So I hope you guys have a great time. Congratulations on making it this far, guys, and hope you guys have a great evening.